Well, we've got an interesting bit of news to speculate on in this video. So, yesterday, Hasbro had their festival of licensing for their investors and stuff, and they mentioned some of their plans for next year and the year after. They talked about how the new Snake Eyes movie will be a reboot of the G.I. Joe movie universe, and that this movie and future movies will take place in the new Snake Eyes universe, as they're calling it. Honestly, I don't know why Hasbro doesn't just reboot all their movie franchises and do a shared Hasbro cinematic universe. But moving on. They also talked about rebooting the Power Rangers movie universe, which is no big surprise. For one thing, the last movie was done by Saban, and now that Hasbro owns Power Rangers, they obviously want to do their own take and not have anything linked back to Saban. Also, the previous Power Rangers movie didn't do so well. I honestly didn't mind the movie outside of the actual Zord designs. Rita and the Rangers themselves were fine. Even their suit designs weren't that horrible, but the Zords were just complete trash.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
They were obviously going for some kind of fugly Michael Bay Transformers style.
No, they all messed up.
So hopefully Hasbro's version is more true to the original, and they won't try to redesign them too much just for the sake of redesigning them. But then again, this is Hasbro, so... They talked about doing another My Little Pony movie and a cartoon, and they mentioned how they're trying to build up Dungeons & Dragons as a brand, and that they're doing a new Dungeons & Dragons movie. I guess nobody remembers the old Dungeons & Dragons movie. Maybe that's for the best. And of course, they also talked about Transformers. First, they said that they have plans for a new Transformers live-action movie set to release in 2022, and that this will be the 7th movie in the franchise. For one thing, I don't think that's enough time to get another movie off the ground. And even if they do manage to do a movie in that limited amount of time, I'm betting that there's not going to be that much actual Transformers in it. The other thing I'm wondering is, are they saying that this is just the 7th live-action Transformers movie they've done in general? Or are they yet again walking back the fact that the movie franchise has been rebooted? Because one minute they were saying that the Bumblebee movie was a reboot, then they were saying it wasn't, then it is again. It's so frustrating. I just want Hasbro to forget about the Michael Bay movies and move forward. They provided a placeholder movie poster, which, being a placeholder, probably means nothing. It's just the Transformers text with the Autobot logo on a space background. Hey, wait a minute. I like to use space backgrounds on my videos. And my YouTube banner used to just be my OC's face on a space background. Are they doing an Ultra Primal movie and they didn't tell me? I'll sue! I'm kidding, of course, but seriously, Hasbro, if you want to do an Ultra Primal movie, let me know. Last time we had some concrete news about upcoming Transformers movies, we heard that they had 2 in the works. One based on Beast Wars, and the other one based in the Bumblebee universe. One of them animated, and the other one live action. And I think they even announced who the directors, or was it the writers, were going to be. But obviously plans might have changed since then. So, who knows? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The next bit of Transformers news was just them hyping up the upcoming Earthrise chapter of the War for Cybertron Netflix cartoon. Nothing new to see here, we already got that trailer last week. But our last bit of Transformers news is really interesting. They talk about Cyberverse, and they mention how it had 62 11-minute episodes, which accounts for the 3 seasons that we've seen so far. But then they say that there are also 2 40-minute episodes still to come, which means that I spoke too soon when I posted my video a few days ago talking about my final thoughts on Cyberverse. Because it looks like Cyberverse isn't over like we thought it was. It looks like we have a little more Cyberverse to come, which is very exciting. It's also funny that I mentioned Reboot in my previous video, and Reboot was 3 seasons and then 2 movies, which became season 4. So it seems like Cyberverse is kind of doing the same thing, but yet again, with half the runtime. Because these 2 episodes, as they're calling them, are only 44 minutes. So will each of these episodes be like a mini standalone movie, or will the two of them put together make a full-length feature made-for-TV movie? Well, stop here if you don't want to get a little spoiled, because after the panel, TFW member Jungle Penguins did some digging and basically found a TV Guide synopsis for at least one of the episodes or movies that says, Bumblebee, with the help of stowaway Dinobots, Sludge, Snarl, Swoop, and Slug, and the Autobots, help set up a plan to take down Megatron X. So it looks like not only are we getting the rest of the Dinobots, but it also looks like Megatron X will be returning as well. This is very exciting. We are getting more Cyberverse. Hopefully this means that this series will end with a more satisfying conclusion than what we got previously. And hopefully it won't be like how Reboot ended with a huge cliffhanger. Well, what do you think about this news? Are you excited for more Transformers Cyberverse? Even if it only adds up to less than an hour and a half of screen time total. What about some of the other news that I mentioned? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, and do all that other fun stuff. And join me next time for more Transformers news and reviews.